right, this is a New York Sports Story, episode 15. Our Truth is back, and now he's Ron Killings.
Mr. Ron Killings.
That's right. Yep. We are Chaz, and
I am Frost.
Probably DJ Grant Larson might be on tonight. Let's see. He got off at 7 o'clock or 7:30, something like that, so he might be on roughly. We'll see. So first things first, I know he's going to miss this. That's okay. I think he'll be okay with that. The NBA Finals started up. Thunder and Pacers news, schedule, scores, and highlights.
Yes, sir.
They're tied at 1. Let's talk about game 1. You saw game 1, right?
Oh, yeah.
How upset were you with that at 0.3 seconds of the time the Indiana Pacers had the lead, and that's how they won?
I was ecstatic.
Oh, were you?
I loved it.
You loved it?
Yes. Yeah. I'm taking the underdog. I'm taking the Pacers, even though.
That's right. You're taking the Pacers. I'm taking the Thunder. Yeah.
Oklahoma City should win, but I'm taking the underdog.
Yeah. See, I will say this, and we'll go to game 2 too as well, because there wasn't much. Oklahoma City basically had that game 1. Yeah. And that fourth quarter, New York
Knicks had the game in game 1.
That fourth quarter was abysmal. Like, it's like every star player couldn't play. Oh my God, it was pitiful. And I hate to say that it might be coaching, because I mean the guy's like a second or third year coach. I'm older than him, so he's definitely younger. You know. So, but they came back second game, and the one thing that I've seen and they've talked about, Halliburton's not playing good. I don't know if he's tired.
It's not that he's playing. It's not that he's not playing. He's not playing good. He's just not playing fast. Yeah. He's not starting off fast like he should, like a superstar should. Mm-hmm. I mean, 12 to 14 points in the fourth quarter, that's fine if you're getting 10 points every other quarter or every quarter.
Exactly.
5 points through the whole game.
Yep. You know who I haven't heard in the first 2 games? Obi Toppin. Where is he?
I don't know, but damn, that game 2 pissed me off, man. I missed my leg by 1 assist.
Oh no! Who didn't get it for you?
Halliburton.
Oh man!
I had him for 7 assists, and they benched him with like 5 minutes, but left everybody else in. I was so confused. I'm like, he just needed 1 more.
I bet you he was tired. There's got to be a tired effect with this, because it's not like they played 7 games per round. I think they beat the Knicks in 6. The other series they won in 5, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
So it can't be he's tired. Maybe he's. I would bet that I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks series pushed him to a level that maybe he's never been to before, and it wore him out. Like
it's got to be a mental thing, I think, because I wouldn't say it's so much physical, because, like I said, look what he did that fourth quarter. He 14 points that fast.
Yep.
Like nobody else scored but him. Well, he did have a couple assists, but
exactly. So
he had every capability to turn it on, but by then it was too late.
Yeah, I mean, so. Game 3 and Game 4 are Wednesday and Friday, both at 8:30, both in Indiana. Now, it's really looking like this is going to go 7. What do you think? Definitely.
I had to go to 7. I think it's going to split in Indiana.
Yeah, I truly think it's. I think Thunder win Game 3, and then the Pacers are like
Game 4.
They're gonna have to win Game 4, but almost like a Dire Straight type game, you know. Yeah. Like they're Halliburton's gonna go nuts. At least you think so. I mean,
remember, your backs haven't been against the wall all series.
Oh, any series.
So
any series, yeah. I like that. That's not. It's going to be a good series, honestly. See that now. I'm wondering, if this goes Game 7, we might have to have another podcast on the 24th.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, oh my God, this. I was really hoping we could have that hiatus, but this might push us.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. Maybe we just have a quick hour of talking about that. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But okay, so I'm not going to talk Game 5 until next week. There's more than likely going to be a Game 5.
Yeah.
And that's going to be at Oklahoma, and that's going to be while we're on at 8:30 on the 16th. We're going back to Monday, not Tuesday. So yeah, those past 2 Tuesdays, it was because yesterday was my wedding anniversary, and the Tuesday before was obviously Memorial Day.
Graduation. Memorial Day.
Yeah, we had those back to back. So yeah, appreciate it. I'll talk more about our anniversary later. In our end thing. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for Oklahoma City and Indiana. I mean, it's been a good series. It's still going to be a good series. It's going to get better, and we'll see what happens. So
yeah.
All right. I figured we can do this since it is the Stanley Cup. We should talk about
it. Panthers shut out Canadians feel real bad tonight, huh?
Yeah, 6-1. That was a crazy game, first game.
Listen, I watched some of that game, and then I watched highlights, and the Oilers got beat up from the rooter to the tutor, from the first time they dropped the puck to the last time they dropped the puck.
Was that in Florida or was that in Edmonton? It was in Edmonton, Game 3?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, yeah.
I can't imagine McDavid's happy. Like, they showed something from last year on SportsCenter.
They were in the penalty too much. McDavid didn't even get to play that much.
Yep. McDavid, I'm not going to say he wants to be on another team, because I think he wants to do the Gretzky thing and try to be a lifer as long as possible on the Oilers. But like, this has got to be in his head. Like, why can't we score? Why can't I get on the ice? Like, that just sucks. That really does. And I really wish I put it on Facebook. I'm talking about the Stanley Cup. I was hoping my hockey people would get on. They're not. So it is what it is. What you said? You saw a little bit, but then you turned it off.
Yeah, I was. I wasn't. They went up. Well, after the first period, it was like, okay,
they were up 3-1, I think, right? Yeah.
It's like, see where this one is headed. And just furthermore, added injury there.
It's never good when the article that ESPN puts up, Panthers clobber or Oilers. You never want to be after clobber.
Yeah. They got to step up their defensive intensity or something, man, because if they come out flat like that the next game, the Panthers are going to run right through them again.
I completely agree. I mean, Marchand, he's been a beast.
Yeah.
He's been an absolute beast in that goal the goal area. So he might be the MVP. He might, or whatever I think it's Conn Smythe or whatever the hell it's called.
You also got to give it to the Panthers as far as regards as they already won one and they lost one, and now they're back at it. So
is this 3 and 4 years? Wow, that's crazy. A Southern team is beating a natural hockey team in a natural cold area.
Canada is going to flip a wig if they lose this to a Florida team. Oh, man.
I don't know any French people or Canadian people, but I can just imagine the curse words of French flying by.
Oh, yeah.
And Connor McDavid, he's going to be the first one. It's going to be all over YouTube, I tell you. All right, so that's NBA. That's NHL. Those were some big games. Okay, 10 minutes. Like I said, more on NBA because we know more on NBA. But now this was big over the weekend. WWE Money in the Bank. I almost never go wrestling before baseball and football, but this was huge.
I said Naomi was going.
Yeah, go figure. Like,
Yo.
let me get to WWE. I gotta see this. Like, who does she wrestle? No, not new tab. Where's my WWE? There it is.
It
So
was Alyssa Bliss,
Alexa Bliss,
Naomi, Alexa. I keep calling her Alyssa.
Alexa. Yeah. Let's see. Let me go to Money in the Bank. Let me go to the results.
I think it's the S's. The S's and the Bliss. I feel like they go.
So let's see. Stephanie Vicaire or Vicaire. It's Vicaire. I keep saying Vicaire. It's Vicaire. Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Rhea Ripley, Naomi, and Julia. I had Rhea Ripley winning this, and obviously she was outside when this happened. Naomi pinned. Oh crap! Who did Naomi pin? I think it was Roxanne. Was it Roxanne or was it all? I think it was Roxanne. I'm almost positive it was Roxanne.
Perez,
yeah. So either whoever it was, but it might. You know, it might have been Rhea. Anyway, yeah. Naomi got that pin, and it rippled shock throughout. Like I know some people were rooting for her, and that's good for her. She's a longtime veteran. She's won multiple championships.
Yeah.
This is now a new thing. Honestly, this might get her in the Hall of Fame for WWE.
Yeah.
Like this into possibly winning whatever championship she goes after, which is I don't want to say is a good not good. It's not a well-oiled conclusion. Like
right.
Nobody's lost in theory. In reality, actually, no, as far as I know, nobody's lost when they had the Money in the Bank. Now, they lost it 5 seconds later, which was last year when what's his name had the Money in the Bank and then cashed it in and then lost or lost it. Actually, I'm sorry, no. Last year it was not Roman Reigns. Big guy. He's probably in here. Hold on. No, he's not. He didn't wrestle.
Last year, Money in the Bank?
Yes. He cashed it in on Drew McIntyre after Drew McIntyre won the championship from Seth Rollins. And it's oh my God, it's easy. He's a big guy. He's from the Bronx. Superstars. Like I'm going to Superstars. Screw it. It's a.
I don't know. I can't reach back as far as last year. I'm still trying to keep up.
I'll find it. It's just how I forgot this guy's name is beyond me. Let's see. No. Oh, I just figured it out. Damian Priest.
Oh, Damian Priest, yeah.
Yes. So Damian Priest.
I was thinking that when you said it, but I wasn't sure if he was a wrestler last year. So
yeah, he had the Money in the Bank last year. He caught Drew with his pants down, basically. So that was fun. That was fun to watch. Now we'll see what she does. Because she's never been a Money in the Bank, so we'll see where she goes. Does she go to Tiffany? Does she go to who's the other women's champ? It just had it.
Is it Becky Lynch?
No, she's Intercontinental. We'll get to that.
No.
Yeah. How am I forgetting the other women's title? No, that's hold on. I go back to Super
the Continental Tag Team.
Yeah.
Women's Champion.
Oh. Wait.
U.S.
That's Speed. No. U.S. is Io Sky. How did I forget her?
Io Sky.
Yes, Io Sky is the world champion.
World champion, yeah.
Tiffany's the women's champion. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I forgot. So, but yeah. So I could honestly, I see Naomi going after Tiffany. I have a funny feeling that's going to happen. You know, Io could lose it. She's got to wrestle. I think this weekend. So, you know, finally she's wrestling. So we'll see if she comes and loses it. Let's see results. Okay, and then obviously Seth Rollins, another one. Like, not a shock that Seth won, given the way his character is going in terms of now getting a faction. You know, Paul Heyman's your manager. I was hoping for something else, but it obviously didn't work out. Anyway, let's see. Let me see Money in the Bank. Let's see.
Famous Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders game. Kansas City and the Yankees.
Yeah, I'm watching it now. 2-1. Yankees are winning at the moment, but not doing too much. So it was El Grande, El Grande Americana. I can't stand the guy. Seth Rollins, LA Knight, Penta, Solo Sikoa, and I'm trying to remember this dude. Who am I forgetting? Penta, Americano. Oh, Andrade. That's right. So, yeah, I really was hoping for either LA Knight or Andrade. Hell, Penta would have been good too. You know, like Penta would have been amazing.
I think I was going with Penta, I think.
But Seth Rollins, with the crew that he had, I'm not surprised. And now he's probably going to go after. Let's see, not Gunther. I could see him going after John Cena.
Yeah,
just because of the history they have, and the only offset on that is that it's heel versus heel, so which doesn't happen too often in the WWE world. No, not for nothing. So, you know, I'm curious where this will go because, and we'll talk about it more with Monday Night Raw. So Seth Rollins won that match pretty handily. Uh-oh, I lost you.
I'm still here.
You still there? Okay. So Dominic Mysterio.
I'm gonna clean this camera off. It looks disgusting.
Okay. The camera's a little wacky. So Dominic Mysterio retained his Intercontinental Championship over Octagon Jr. Now this match wasn't slated until the day of, because what happened at AAA at the AAA event, Worlds Collide. I'm not going to get into that. That's a lot to talk about with Worlds Collide because it's a lot of people I don't know, and I'm hopefully we'll get to know at some point.
Yeah.
But apparently they did a very good rating. The house was packed, but Dominic Mysterio is in the audience and kind of goats Octagon Jr. So Dominic says, "I want a match with this guy," so he gets a match with them at Money in the Bank. And he ends up actually winning. I mean, Octagon Jr. showed himself pretty well, but Dominic somehow showed actually better. Like he didn't have help, which was amazing.
I still can't get over that. Octagon Jr.
Oh, there's a lot of weird names. Mr. Iguana. The guy's got an iguana on his hand. I no lie, it's a fake iguana like Mr. Sacco that Mankind had.
Let the legends be legends.
Yeah, well, this is Mexico. I can't, you know. I meant to
see my pet iguana.
I meant to talk to my coworker who's Mexican. I'm wondering if he knows this stuff. You know, I'm wondering. You know, but and then Becky Lynch, as we prefaced before, she won the Intercontinental Championship again.
I was going for Becky too. Woo-hoo!
See, I don't mind Becky winning, and I don't mind her being a heel. She's been a heel before; she can be a heel again. This stuff with Lyra, you know, and then the media. I saw the post show. I tend to watch the post show a lot to get a little thing here or there. Who's going to do what? Who's going to say what?
Yeah.
And the media is not the smartest. Like this wrestling media, like there's a couple guys like Dave Metzer, like if Dave LaGreca shows up, like those guys are the guys who are the know of like podcasting and wrestling podcasting. They know the ins and outs of everything.
Yeah.
To the point where Dave LaGreca will get in a ring. Have you heard of Dave LaGreca?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's gotten in the ring with some of these guys. I don't know why. He's as crazy as his brother Don, who's on ESPN Radio, but he takes that extra leap to get into the ring. It's absolutely insane. But
hey, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
So Becky in the post show just was very egotistical with the media. She didn't like the fact that Lyra made her look like a fool in the ring, quote unquote. You know, I'm like, you're just playing up this role of you. I swear she was turning into a female John Cena is what she was doing. Like that's what I felt like. Like this whole I'm gonna ruin wrestling crap that he's spewing. So but yeah, so that's Becky Lynch. We'll see how that goes forward. We'll see what I don't see Lyra going for that title at least anytime soon. Like she was, I don't want to say she was embarrassed, but she didn't look like the person who beat her in NXT a year and a half ago.
Right.
Because Lyra beat her for the NXT title, and I saw that match, and Lyra was maybe different venue. I don't know. Maybe, I know, and I know it's written. Like I know it's just predetermined and stuff, but the way she wrestled, it looked like she was going to lose. So,
right.
All right, now this might be a longer one. The last match, Cody Rhodes pins John Cena. Great match, back and forth. You think so?
Yeah, definitely.
Now, what happened near the end was it threw everybody. And I'll get to it in a minute. But it was the return of R-Truth. Rhodes and Jey Uso beat Cena and Logan Paul because R-Truth comes in and shocked John Cena. Just absolutely shocked him.
Ronald Killings.
Exactly. So R-Truth, let's put a little stuff on this. R-Truth was released by WWE last week, allegedly. Now there's talk that he wasn't released, but it was put out there that he was. Is now back and better than ever at the age of 52. I mean, the clamoring for R-Truth was amazing. Now, when he returned the last night, and I'll get to the next part, he cuts his hair off and now is going by his actual name, Ron Killings. And he had a tweet last night after the show. He tweeted exactly what he said on Raw. He said, "How equals you. Y'all brought me back. They heard, listened, felt, and understood. Thank you at Triple H," with the finger, at WWE, and man, thank you, Nick Khan, for allowing out R-Truth to set me free. I'm driving now. I am Ron Killings. I am the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Now put some respect on my name. He's going to be saying this every time he comes out. I guarantee it.
Corny.
That line,
corny.
It's corny, but I think that's the shtick he's going to have now. I am Ron Killings. I am the truth. Like, I'm curious, what is he going to rap a new rap? Is he going to? Is there going to be a different song? Like what's? Remember, he used to rap, and every time he came in, like, you can get with this, and you can get with that. Now I'm rapping. Yes, white boy rapping on online. Yes.
Hey, you're doing pretty good too.
I'm not bad. I gotta be in rhythm, and I gotta have the words in front of me. But yeah, I can be pretty good. Hell, I'm looking to do voiceovers. Anyway,
I'm actually a pretty good voiceover. Like, people have been telling me for years that I need.
We got deep voices, bro. We can both do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Put me in anything cartoon. Hell, I'll do anime. I don't care.
Anything. I mean, anything British, Japanese, put me anything. I guarantee you.
And I got Netflix. moving in down Monmouth County in about 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm crossing my fingers I can get in there.
Oh
Crossing my
yeah.
Oh man.
I mess around with my kids all the time with like when I'm angry and they call me and I don't want to hear my name. I'm like,
Yeah.
that is not my name. You have to call me Don Carlos.
Oh, that's funny. So
That is,
now what happened last night was interesting too. This happened first on Raw. Night of Champions is coming up in 2 weeks in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. John Cena is challenging CM Punk after Punk made a challenge for CM's undisputed WWE Championship. So he offered for the champion to pick one of his 19 dates left. But before Punk could answer, Seth Rollins' music hit and emerged to close the segment, watching on Money in the Bank briefcase raised forward. You okay?
Yep.
Okay. Just rubbing those eyes. So, Punk, it's not official that Punk's actually got a match yet with, Seth Rollins coming out.
Yeah.
Here's the kicker part. And I saw this on, it wasn't Sportskeeda, it was something else. I don't know what the reference, but CM Punk has yet to work a Saudi event for one reason. Since returning to WWE in November of 23, he has been very outspoken against the kingdom's historic human rights abuses. That's interesting.
So what's going to change that now?
So that's just it. Will he go? He may not. He might not go because of that.
I think he should hold his stand and not go. Personally.
I agree.
That would make him a hypocrite.
Correct. So we'll see how this goes. I think
the only reason why I was saying that the R-Truth thing was corny is because you already got Judge, man. Come on, you got Aaron Judge. He's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So I've been saying that for years. So when he said that, I was like, oh.
I don't think R-Truth is from New York. I think he's from the South somewhere.
Yeah, I know, but he knows who Aaron Judge is. Yeah. And then you got Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce is the truth.
Yeah.
I felt like he could have went. Ron Killings, that's fine, but
well, that's his name. So you Wikipedia his name. It is Ronald something Killings. Go figure. His last name is Killings. Like Vince McMahon couldn't have bought a better name.
Right. He should have stuck to along the lines of the Killings and something with but whatever.
Yeah,
whatever sells tickets.
You're gonna see him go after John Cena. You're gonna see him go team up with what the hell's his name, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. Yeah.
I mean, you might see him team up with Damian Priest, and here's why. In the past, Damian Priest has worked with him, R-Truth, as the funny guy that he kicks out. Now that he's serious, Damian might want to team up with him, make a new faction with Ron Killings. That could be interesting. So, I mean, and who knows what happens, especially now that. And what's been interesting is that they used to do a draft, the WWE. There has been no draft this year. They're just pulling people here and there from NXT. Now,
there's so many different wrestlers now that
and that's the thing. Maybe that's why now that they've acquired AAA, they have NXT, they have OVW as well. That's a very unknown brand that you only hear about in wrestling trade shows and real. Like if we were a real true wrestling podcast, we would probably talk OVW at some point. Because that does bring up people that, hell, we probably talk about New Jersey because New Jersey has a lot of these old timers that actually wrestle. So, I mean, if I ever want to do another podcast of just wrestling, that could be it. This could be an interesting one. Now that you're getting into it, I'll call up Brian guy, see if he's interested.
And I know my brother in Detroit is definitely still interested.
There you go. A wrestling one would be very cool. Yeah, we'd have to get a. I don't know. Maybe we'll think of it after Christmas. Is going into the WrestleMania season would be a good time to do that. Like Royal Rumble going into January. So,
or unless we just have wrestling segments.
Oh yeah, well that's what this is. Wrestling segments.
Well, certain podcasts we just do just the wrestling. And
yeah. Well, see, it's hard to do that because there's full-time sports all year round. So that's really
right.
That's why in the hiatus it would have been just baseball and wrestling.
Are we covering? We'll probably cover. Is the Olympics this summer?
It is. So we will be covering that. See that's and I'll preface this that I'm gearing to try to get someone on who's been in the Olympics. And I know I see we got nobody, but I know we'll have people watch later. So I am looking to get someone who I went to school with that we can interview about being in the Olympics, and he did win a medal.
Okay, so nice.
That's not somebody you don't that's not something that's easy to do, and that
definitely.
And if you know the person, wow, O'Neal Cruz actually hit a home run. I'm surprised. Sorry. He's been killing me all year. He hits a home run finally.
Yeah, you're watching O'Neal Cruz hit a home run, and I'm looking at this Fox News report that says Aaron Rodgers reveals he's been married for a couple months.
I was that came out an hour ago, 2 hours ago. I wasn't putting that in because I wanted clarification. Then the
married to who?
Yeah, married to who? That's number one. There was a video that my wife found about, I'd say a half hour. No, it was more than a half hour ago, probably 45 minutes ago. That showed me that, he did an interview saying he's married. I'm like, he's got a wedding ring on his hand. I'm like, oh my God. I said,
this is on MSN, so it's definitely.
I now know it's true. An hour ago, I didn't. So I wasn't.
You're saying it now, so
like an hour later, a lot more things are popping up. Then okay.
So now we know what his hiatus was.
Yeah, it had to be he got married and went on a honeymoon. How did TMZ not find this out? Like I blame TMZ. TMZ's doing too much of the Diddy trial, doing too much of, and I really don't like talking. I don't mind talking entertainment. I just don't do a lot of it. They're doing too much of the trial with Deadpool's wife Blake Lively for that movie. That movie. She gets assaulted or whatever. I didn't hear about Justin that. Baldoni was the director. Yeah, so they're covering that too. Like that, there's so much on that, but I almost said Mahomes. Aaron Rodgers gets married and we don't know this. Like someone dropped the ball. Harvey's been out. Harvey Levin's been out for 2 weeks. I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
When Harvey's not there, it kind of runs wild. Like
Harvey's got to watch his back because Harvey just is getting ready to release a documentary on Netflix about who really killed Michael Jackson. So,
that's interesting. That might be something I watch. Austin Wells about to hit a home run.
Wellsy, let's go.
Let's see this.
Three-run homer.
Okay, I must be behind because seriously, he just hit a foul ball. Anyway, so at some point, Austin Wells will hit a home run. We really veered off of CM Punk.
That was very.
We really diverted off of CM Punk. I might have to listen back to see how we did this. I don't know how we did it. Anyway,
very impressive.
35 minutes. Yeah, okay, so between 30 and 35, So, wow. Yeah, so we went to Harvey Levin and TMZ.
I'm just rubbing my eyes.
Oh,
funny.
boy. Okay, so a couple more wrestling things. So WWE Raw also had Nikki Bella returning. I love seeing Nikki Bella. Okay.
I like Nikki Bella.
So now Liv Morgan came out because Nikki was kind of dissing Liv by not mentioning her in her monologue that she had. Comes out and gets stupid, and they start, like kind of battling back and forth.
Yeah.
Nikki was about to leave, and then Liv says something about her ex or her ex-husband. I guess she got divorced, and it's not John Cena. It's the other guy that she married after John Cena. So she divorced. Wow. Yeah, she divorced him now. So that all this stuff came out because Nikki was talking about, I don't think you have a man because you would need to talk with Roxanne if Dom is her man. So so you got a little love triangle with that, which is kind of hysterical. And then Becky Lynch calls out Lyra, but then another return happens. Bayley comes back. Bayley got injured by Becky. Becky took out Bayley before WrestleMania. Yeah. So there's going to be something there. And I'm absolutely fine with that.
Yeah, Bayley's coming for that Intercontinental.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I
wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't a 3-way. Bayley, Lyra, and
hey, you might be a writer yet.
I try.
Yeah, we're both close to Stanford. We could always get there.
Yeah, definitely.
King and Queen of the Ring qualifying matches also happened last night. Fatal 4-ways for both men and women for the first round. Roxanne Perez and Sami Zayn in their respective matches. I tell you, those Fatal 4-ways were fun to watch. I did. Yeah. It's hard to turn off Netflix, but what I can do is go to my phone. I didn't go to my phone at all during any of these, Oh, wow. Mikey Sherrill projected as the winner of the Democratic Party.
Oh, interesting. For Jersey?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was going to vote for if I voted for somebody else, but whatever. 5 Democrats in New Jersey. Like, it's crazy. And then it was 5 Republicans, too. Right. I was telling somebody at work, I haven't seen that in my voting lifetime in a primary to have that many choices to vote for a governor. And I don't know if Mikey Sherrill wins, and I usually don't talk about politics here. If Mikey Sherrill won, I wonder if it has to do with Frank Pallone. My seat is dropping. Hold on a second, Matt.
Oh.
Yep, there we go. Anyway, okay, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Frank Pallone. He's district, I want to say 11 or something like that. Yeah. So in New Jersey, where I'm at, and Frank Pallone's been around for a while. So I like Mikey Sherrill and things she said, but I also like what a couple of other guys have said. So. And the Republican who won was the one that was backed by Trump. So I'm not surprised. I said he'll probably win in a landslide.
Oh, yeah.
And you know who he beat, which was a big shock because he's very popular in this state, especially around amongst Republicans, is Bill Spadea. Completely shocked me. Spadea, I thought had the people's ear. He did not. He definitely did not. And then let me go to Raw. Let me see where these matches. Let's see. Raw. There we go.
They will not. I don't even think Aaron Rodgers gave up the name of his bride.
No, not yet. We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure.
I'll tell you what, he looks dumb as hell in a Steelers jersey.
I know, it's very strange.
Oh, man.
So Sami Zayn defeated Braun Breaker, Penta, and Dominic Mysterio. Not surprised Dominic lost. Penta, who I thought was going to win that match, was Braun Breaker. I truly thought Braun Breaker was winning that match because I
thought Braun Breaker was going to win it too.
With him being in this faction now, with Seth Rollins. I thought it was just an easy thing that was going to be like that, but no,
Yeah.
Braun. They kind of teamed up against him, so it was basically the best man won. And Sammy, I think, he might have hit Braun or Penta with his finishing move. So, let's see. No, he did it on Mysterio. Sorry, Zayn hit the hell of a kick on Mysterio to advance to the King of the Ring. So let's see what else. Then the last match. There was another match. AJ Styles beat Chad Gable. Not much of a big match, but I mean it was kind of a filler. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, so, I was kind of upset with I wasn't upset, but I knew Gunther was going to beat the dog crap out of Uso.
Yeah, I mean
that was inevitable.
Uso's been wrestling a lot in the last 4 or 5 days.
Yeah,
you could tell he was tired. The fact that he had multiple sleepers on him and he was still getting out of it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely amazing.
Definitely.
So, and then his kid was there. So that was sad.
Look at Pat McAfee. Kind of had a 1% chance.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That was funny. The Pat McAfee one. Now, speaking of Pat McAfee, and I didn't put this in. You know why he was out last night?
No.
I think he had a kid.
Pat McAfee.
Yes.
I just seen him on today though.
Yeah, he was. They didn't say why he was out, but I saw it on. I saw it somewhere. It might have been. I think my wife again. I have to credit my wife on this one. I think she She showed me on her phone. Yeah, McAfee had a 4-day-old or 3-day-old, baby. I'm like, that's his kid. I'm like, wow. I said, he never even talks about his kid. He truly, or that he has a wife, pretty good looking wife, and he's an older man. He's our age, my age actually. He's close.
Yeah,
so, complete shock. But yeah, Jey Uso lost. We'll see when he comes back what happens. So we're going into a lot of different PLEs that are going to be like back to back. They're going to Saudi Arabia. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. So we'll see what happens. They're bigger and better now. Like and this whole Cena thing. We'll see where it goes. Someone's going to beat him. I already told Beth, and my prediction is that even if CM Punk does go to Saudi Arabia, I don't see him winning. I see John going to the end in near December, and before he does retire, someone will beat him. It's just a matter of who.
I think Randy.
It could be Randy. I'd put money on Damian Priest. I think Damian Priest could take him out. So I don't think it's a small guy. I mean,
oh no, definitely. It ain't gonna be nobody like Dominic Mysterio.
No, but I'd
or
put
Logan Paul.
No, it won't be Logan Paul. I don't think Logan Paul can beat him. But that could be an interesting twist with what happened with them. I didn't even talk about it. Logan Paul and him were having a little bit of rift because they couldn't tag each other in, nicely. It was bad. So,
yeah.
But
that's what happens when two hills are on the same.
Mm-hmm.
Two egos.
You know who I do see, and I don't know. We'll see what they do with him. Is the former TNA champion? You know what I'm talking about? I believe in Joe Hendry.
Why? Every time you say that, I believe. Oh, not this guy again.
I could see him coming in somewhere, whether it be Raw or SmackDown. Probably SmackDown. Yeah, I could see him. He'd be one of those outside guys like RVD. Oh, you're doing it. I just got it. I've seen his video at least a couple times. It's a little infectious. It really is. It's a video he did like 2-3 years ago. So It's
That's
definitely
funny.
a little infectious.
I mean, so was Val Venus.
Oh well, yeah, he had the voice too. He really did have the voice. Ladies,
Ladies.
yes, you got it more better than I do. Oh
Boski.
Jesus! All right, so let's go to standings, and then the Yankees in June. So since we're going week by week with
Yes.
our baseball teams, for the year we got 39 wins, and right now we're looking at 40. We're doing good. Yankees are
Good.
doing good. We're better in both on the home and the road. We're actually almost even.
It's got to be an eyelash in my eye. That's why. It's got to
That's what.
be.
Now the Yankees in the last 10 games, so that's basically the time we've been on, 5-5.
Yeah.
So it's not been a great run. We've lost a couple big run games. I mean, it's. I still don't have faith in Warren. I don't have faith in Schmidt. Every time they go out, I don't know what they're going to do. But there's not many great pitchers out there either.
Right.
Like I have both Warren and Schmidt, and I had a great week with Warren. I had a bad week with Schmidt. So it's just a matter of who's going to do what. Freed's obviously okay, and so is Rodon.
Consistent. Yeah.
We have two consistent pitchers at top. Middle guy, in Yarborough, he and really Yarborough's third. Like he was the fifth
I would
guy.
put Yarbrough third. I would say he's pretty consistent.
I mean, he's won every game but one that he's pitched. That he's been put into. So, Yarborough's proven himself to it at this point. It's Schmidt and it's Warren, and we don't have anybody in the minors that can supplement that. Heal's supposed to come back.
At this point, I'm like, where the hell is Stroman? I mean, I'd rather see Stroman pitch than watch another outing from Will Warren. I'm sorry.
Well, he was talked about. Where he'll be tomorrow? Somerset.
Yeah. So it sucks too, man, because the Scranton is the team that they're playing for, right?
Well, Scranton's AAA team.
So which one is the team?
Somerset, double A. It's where Spencer Jones still is. So I got to see him before he moves up to AAA.
Wasn't there just a Yankee? There was just a Yankee playing for Scranton.
For Scranton, it might be. I bet you it's going to be Heel.
Might be Heel, right?
I think Louis Heel's going to be in Scranton over the next couple of weeks.
Oh man, why does it have to be the next couple weeks?
Because today's the 10th. He's due back the 26th.
Yeah, I know. When I got tickets, I got 4 Mets tickets.
Mets. Oh, Syracuse Mets. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to see Hill pitch, but we don't see. I mean, we don't get the Scranton Yikes till end of August. So.
Oh, really? Oh, so yeah, you definitely won't see him then.
Well, we play them next week, but we play them in Rochester.
In Rochester? Why don't you play
Rochester? In Scranton.
Scranton. Well, that's only 3 hours for you?
Yeah, but they're home tickets, so.
Okay, so Mets fans show up.
Yeah,
I
don't like them.
You don't like the Mets fans that show up to these?
No, I just can't. Like, I'm gonna do it for my daughter, but I just rooting for a Met. It just I can't. So I just go Syracuse. I don't say Mets. It just it's against my religion.
I get it. I mean, we that's our biggest heel right now is the fact that we don't have heel. Our biggest heel is we don't have heel. So, but we got a 95 differential run difference. I mean, that's very good.
Right.
We're on a 2-game losing streak, so we gotta win this. We gotta win this tonight. Like our last 2 games against Boston were bad. I
thought we won one and then lost one against.
Correct. So, I mean, and we're gonna talk about Boston because I got a couple things with Boston, and I'm telling you right now, I won't put Boston on very often, but these are 2 big things that have to be talked about. So.
Yeah. I'm thinking. I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Too.
you definitely know the one. I'm not sure you, but did I talk about? I might have talked about the other two. Yeah. So the Yankees, they're so in June, and they're going to be on a run where they're playing 500 or better ball. Like that's the teams they're going to be playing. We're going to
Right.
Boston next week or at the end of this week. So it's Kansas City, then Boston. So we'll see. After we talk about Boston, that's going to be a big thing coming Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I think we smashed Boston in Boston for some
I hope
strange
so.
reason.
We have to.
I just feel like we're gonna sweep them.
Now, here's the other thing: the Mets, are they the best in the NL? Well, by record, they are. They're 42-24, 636% winning percentage. They're better than the Cubs by 2 games. They're better than the Dodgers by 2 games or 2.5. Like, did hell freeze over?
Maybe a little bit.
They're winning without Soto homering. He
that's
the
crazy part.
He homers like once a week. His batting average is not over 300, and they're still winning, and winning at home. Like they're 24.
They were winning without Alonso. I mean, without Soto.
Yeah, see, but not without Alonso. Alonso's been their go-to guy. See, that's
I meant Soto.
You meant Soto, yeah. I figured that. Like in 24-7, that's the best record out of anybody home field advantage. Like, can they still keep that up? Is going to be the question. They're 500 away, and that's going to be something to watch. They got to try to stay over 500. They get under 500, that could be a problem. So, but right now, and their run difference is actually less than the Yankees. Is plus 88, but they've won 8 of the last 10. Now, let's preface this. I've said the preface a lot tonight. They've played the Rockies for most of the last week. The Rockies give you 2 to 3 wins almost every time you play them.
Right.
So, I mean, the fact that they have 12 wins and the next lowest is 24. That's how bad Colorado is. But the funny thing is Colorado's got good players. They got guys like Hunter Goodman, very good player, who's a catcher and an outfielder and a first baseman apparently. Like they got good players, just not good enough. They can't consistently win. So, and their pitching is probably worse. They're easily the worst run differential, and it probably won't be close. They might hit a record. They're right now at minus 198.
Damn, even worse than the White Sox.
Let's look. Hold on. The White Sox are minus 51.
Oh God,
they're in games. Like they're 22-44 record for the White Sox. Yeah. I'd guarantee you those 44 losses, I'd say 25 of them are 1-run or 2-run games. So Chicago is not all bad. That Central Division is not all bad.
Yeah.
Between the Royals, the Guardians, the Twins, and the Tigers. I mean, the Tigers are going to probably run away with this. They're up 7 games on Minnesota right now. Right in June.
Oh, yeah, they got it.
Like, you look at the Yankees over Tampa, it's 4 games. Yankees over Blue Jays is 4. That's going to stay there for a while. Right. Houston 3 over Seattle. That could flip. And same with the Angels. If the Angels is going to get a run going, which is strange, they're only 5 out. The Rangers are 5.5 out. So that can completely flip flop. And I'm banking on that because I don't have Houston winning that division. I think I had Seattle winning that division.
Yep.
So the Mets are 4 over the Phillies, but they're over everybody else by double digits. Like the Mets are destroying teams.
Angels are still missing Trout, huh?
No, Trout's back.
Okay.
I just picked him up in one of my leagues. So
I don't remember him. Was he playing when we played the Angels just now?
No, he was not. He was not. And was it Dodgers or The Dodgers are in the toughest position out of everybody. They're only a game and a half out of first over the Giants, 2 games out of first over San Diego, 7.5 with Arizona. Any one of those teams goes on a run, they're in trouble. You know, the Dodgers need their pitcher back. Oh man, what's his name?
Kershaw?
Kershaw's playing. It's their other guy, Tyler.
What? Do they still got Flattery?
Hold on, I gotta look at my. Let me look at my.
They still got Flattery, right?
They still got Flannery. Let me see my team. Of course, Will Smith isn't playing today.
I wonder why. I wonder why Will's not playing.
Oh, Tyler Glasnow. That's who. He's on the 60-day IL. He's due back on the 27th, and that's if he comes back. Heel is due back the 23rd, not the 24th. I was wrong on that. Michael King, he's been out. He's due back on the 30th. Oy vey.
Who do we give Michael King to?
The Padres.
Yep, there we go.
Yep, I remember that very well.
And we're still missing Weaver, Hill.
Yep. Weaver is a reliever, which he's replaceable. You know.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't think me personally, I don't think you can replace a Weaver. As far as reliever, yeah, but as far as the way he closes,
true. We can't lose him for all year, but we can slide through for a while.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, do you guys have a 7 Brew in Jersey?
7 Brew? I don't think so. No.
Oh man, this stuff is
probably just New York. We have 7-Eleven.
Oh yeah, we got 7-Elevens.
Okay, so that's the mess in the Yankees. Let's talk about Mr. Dobbins. This annoyed me. Red Sox rookie Hunter Dobbins says he'd rather retire than play for the Yankees. Quote, if the Yankees were the last team to give me a contract, I'd retire.
Then retire. Nobody cares.
You want to say your statement first, or shall I?
Go ahead. Let him have it.
My biggest issue is that if this is my dream job of being a pitcher in the Major League Baseball, I want the job. It doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter who I rooted for. Like, if I'll be hypothetical because this will never happen because I'm 48. If I played baseball and I got drafted by the Red Sox and I had to play for the Red Sox, I do it for one reason.
Paycheck.
It's paycheck. Like, I don't understand. Would you rather be work at a grocery store? Because I tell you, it's a very different job.
You must want to flip burgers.
It's a very different job. Like, go ahead. What do you got to say?
You got to be born with that type of hate.
Yeah, probably.
That type of hate you have to be taught.
See, I agree with that. I learned it. It wasn't born with me.
Yeah.
So my son could fall in this trap. I hope not, because I'm hoping to teach him better. If my son, God help me, were to get drafted by the Red Sox, get drafted by the Phillies.
Oh, you play for him. No question without a doubt.
And I would root for him. I'd get his jersey.
Exactly. You suck in your pride.
I root for him to do well, and hopefully he does well enough to win whatever with them. But I hope in the back of his mind, free agency hits, and he knows he wants to go to the Yankees.
And that part right there is where this kid Dobbins went wrong. Like, I get it. He grew up a Red Sox. His dad was a Red Sox, whatever, and I get all of that. But when it comes to a paycheck, see, and this right here is just one. It's a rookie. You haven't done anything. Nope. Absolutely nothing.
Nope.
And then once you do absolutely nothing, and you sitting on the back of the bench or you sitting on the free agent roster, and the Yankees come calling.
Yep.
Gonna
Gonna say no?
Right.
Really? Mr. Dobbins. I don't even call you. And it kills me. He's got my son's name. Like it's like, dude, you're killing hunters everywhere right now. You're killing
You're not
hunters.
a hunter.
And then look at
We'll
it
call
this
you
way.
Gunther.
Yeah, we'll call him Gunther, exactly. So Aaron Judge actually was asked about this, got irked by the Red Sox rookie, and he said he actually said he was a little surprised. I'll get to why I think he was a little surprised. But what did he do when he did find out about this probably earlier before he played? He got 2 home runs off him.
2 home runs here.
He blasted him. Oh my God, did he blast him? So, and you know why I think Aaron Judge was a little irked? Because think about it on his terms. When he hit free agency, where was he from? Who was he a fan of? The San Francisco Giants.
Yep.
And they played that hard. I have no doubt in my mind that the Giants played that card harder than anything else. I mean, they probably even talked about the difference between money. $100 million in California and $100 million in New York. What they can't give him is the franchise that you're playing for. And that's where I think a guy like Aaron Judge appreciates that more. Soto didn't. And you really thought, I really thought Soto would. But he did. People appreciate the franchise as it is. Derek Jeter did. Derek Jeter was not the highest paid player on any team, any New York team he was on. Yeah. I'm almost positive that's a fact. People, y'all can look it up.
Got paid more than him.
Yes, CeCe got paid more than him. I want to say Paul O'Neill. I'm not really sure that's true, but
Tino,
Hideki. Matsui. 2 years he was there.
Roger Clemens
definitely. I don't know about Kenny Rogers.
I don't think Kenny Rogers. Dion probably got paid.
No. Dion, I think only made $1 million. I don't think he was a partial player.
Jesus, what a partial player!
Yeah, remember he was just a partial player. He played like 5 games, and he had to go back on Saturday to go play, get ready for Sunday.
Yep.
So, that's a whole. I'd love to get into that. Like, make it a segment of why did Steinbrenner get into that type of relationship? Like, I would love to get like people in the know, if they're still alive, that would actually know why that happened. Like, that doesn't make sense in a Steinbrenner world.
Yeah.
Like he had Ricky Henderson and gave him up in a year. Like, Ricky Henderson should have retired to Yankee. I don't understand how Steinbrenner let him go. Like, it blows my mind he let him go back to the A's. Like, he could have retired to Yankee. He could have went to the Hall of Fame as a Yankee. He could have stole bases for the Yankees. And I wasn't a Yankee fan then. I was a Mets fan. It's the history. Like, I don't understand. And is Ricky alive or did he die?
I don't know.
Where's the Google? Is Ricky Henderson still alive? Let's see. Oh my goodness. I thought he was still alive, but Ricky Henderson.
I think he is still alive.
Oh no, he died.
How long ago?
Last year. Well, when I was doing chess. Actually, it was just after I finished doing chess as anything. December 20th, 2024. Wow.
Oh, wow. So he just recently died.
Yeah, 58 to 24. He was 65. Very young. I don't understand how he played till 2003. Can you imagine if he was a Yankee from 80, whatever it was, to 2003?
2003. Damn.
Yes, with the Dodgers, no less.
History.
Like, that would have been amazing.
Yep.
if 2003, that would have given Ricky Henderson four more World Series. 96, 98, 99, and 2000. He would have had 4 more World Series if he stays with the Yankees. And now remember, he probably wouldn't. I think he wouldn't have been the center fielder after like 92. Remember, Bernie Williams came up.
Bernie Williams, yep.
Would he have gone to left and been okay with that? That's an interesting question.
Didn't O'Neill play left?
No, he played right.
Who do we
we had multiple people at left. It wasn't that's just it. Ricky Henderson plays left field for 10 years in the Yankee Stadium. He's easily going. He would have got a plaque.
Yeah.
He would have got 4 with the Yankees. He would have got a plaque. He would have got his number retired. What number did he? 24. Robinson Cano would never have had 24.
Right. Tito Martinez.
Gary Sanchez never would have had 24. He would have had 24. Like the things that could have happened because wasn't O'Neill 24 or was Martinez? Martinez was 24. O'Neill was 21.
Okay. Gotcha. Yep.
So yeah, that wow. Yeah, maybe another day we'll do a deep dive into Ricky Henderson. I wouldn't mind. I would love to do that.
Do a deep, and then we go name the segment if was a fifth.
We'll have to come up with that one. That's a good one. Yeah. All right. So another Red Sox thing we got to talk about, and this is a big one. Red Sox outfielder Roman Anthony. If you haven't seen him hit a home run, find it.
Rookie is pretty good.
I think the ball is still going. They said 497. I think the ball is still going. MLB's number 1 top prospect of 2025. He had a ground out for his for RBI ground out for his MLB debut. But what guys on their MLB debut do good? Almost nobody. Derek Jeter did not. I'm trying to think of number 1 guys. Who's in Philadelphia? Bryce Harper. He didn't.
Bryce Harper.
Yeah, and when he was in Washington, I think he went 0 for 4, 0 for 5, something like that. Like these guys don't start off great, and that's okay. They have to get. They have to get.
Are we talking about major league debuts?
Yes, major league debut.
Okay, I was about to say because Juan Soto stunk it up when he came back to New York. Well.
No, Juan Soto in Washington. That's it. See, that's it. I think he was actually okay. He may not have had a great start, but he had a good year that year. Yeah. Remember, they won the World Series. He has a World Series ring because of Washington.
Right.
So, I mean that he's
going to
be he's going to be interesting. He's going to be interesting to watch. And I'll tell you, fantasy wise, he was picked up by whoever picked him up within minutes of them bringing him up. Like people who this is what sucks to people that work during the day. You can't always see what's going on. So at 3 o'clock when I saw what happened, he was already off the table in both my leagues. Both my leagues, he was off the table. Very sad. But and I'm not big on picking up Red Sox because I don't want to root for them to do well. But like I'd love to have who's the kid who used to be a Yankee who's there now? He's a right fielder. Boston, let's say. He used to be a Yankee.
Stressor?
Not Devers. Devers is always a guy you got to watch out for.
Good.
It's all about Roman. So let me see if I can get the roster. Let's see.
Go to starter with a
Ref Snyder.
Snyder. See, I said Stressor.
He's the South Korean kid that we had, and he just couldn't stick it out. I mean, he nobody else plays his position. I mean, he'll get a night off here and there, and someone will play his position. But Roman Anthony is taking over for Sedin Rafaela. I guess Sedin Rafaela now is going to be the guy who plays everywhere. He's from Curacao. Roman Anthony from West Palm Beach. Wow. That's a great area. I love West Palm Beach. Can't convince Beth to go there, but I'd love to go to West Palm Beach.
I was just watching. Jazz Chisholm just said something to one of the Kansas City Royals players. Oh yeah, because I can read lips, so he's like, if you something like that to me one more time, I'm gonna smack the out of you.
Okay, it looked like he was safe, but they call him out. I saw everybody walk. It looks like everybody walked off. Okay, yeah, he said something. I can't read his lips.
He said, if you do it one more time.
I just saw MF. I just saw him say MF.
Smack the out of you.
Wow. Okay, he's not out. I thought I saw him running away. I'm like, wait a minute, what the heck's going on? All right, one more. Brewers, the Milwaukee Brewers. Yes, I'm talking about the Milwaukee Brewers. Call up the hard-throwing Jacob Mizorowski. He's another one like Roman Anthony, one of those top guys. So that's a big call-up. I mean, the Brewers, they want to try to stay in this. He's not a Aroldis Chapman from 3 years ago, that's for sure. But this Mizorowski's pretty good.
I was actually. It was a bittersweet feeling because I was happy for Chap, but I was mad it was against us, man. Like, what was this 3 years ago?
Well, here's the thing what I was upset with. He wasn't throwing fastballs. Why couldn't we hit it?
No, he threw. Oh, yeah. He threw one that was 101, and I was like, no.
Yeah, but it was spotty. It was like you got the fast pitch, and you got the slow pitch, then you got another slow pitch, and then a fast pitch again, but
my thing is, we're one of the best fastball hitters in the league as far as the Yankees. We couldn't hit him for nothing.
Yep. Okay, I'm still on the Red Sox roster. I just saw this as you were talking. I thought Hunter Dobbins was from the Boston area. Do you know where his birthplace is?
Possibly.
Bryan, Texas.
Wow.
Are you that hard? Are you that hard up that you can't go to the Yankees, but you're from Texas?
You're from Texas?
Oh, okay.
That's maybe a prime example of talking because I got lips.
Maybe he's a Houston fan. It has nothing to do with him being in Boston.
Yeah.
He might be a Houston fan and doesn't like the fact that we weren't caught cheating, but they were. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we've done we've done the investigation. I think we figured it out. It's still a jackass move.
That makes perfect sense.
It's still a jackass move.
Yeah, it is. Poor kid. He's going to find himself out of a job one day, and the only people that are going to be willing to take him is the Yankees.
Absolutely.
It's going to burn his reputation to the ground.
You know who I'm shocked doesn't have a job? And I was talking with my wife about this because this is one of her favorite Mets that don't pitch anymore. Noah Syndergaard.
Oh.
Where's Noah? I thought he was with the Phillies, but he's not there anymore. It's who's with the Phillies? It's the other guy.
If he's not there, then why is he playing overseas?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's go to the Phillies. Let's go to their roster. I'm almost positive he's not on that team. No, he's not.
Texas.
Phillies got Taijuan Walker though.
Okay, there you go.
I saw he had his best game that I saw. I went to at Citi Field when he was a Met. He pitched almost a 6 or 7 inning shutout against the Marlins that day. Still remember it too. I was in the Coca-Cola section. It was great. But yeah, Walker did. But now the Phillies also have Zach Wheeler. That's on the same group with Syndergaard. Same group with Syndergaard. They also got, and I picked this guy up, and I've been with him almost the entire year. Jesus Luzardo. He had a bad
Damn, I
outing.
had Luzardo for a minute.
Yeah, he had a bad outing last week, but he's been very good the rest of the year. So he's the lefty, one of the two lefties on that team, but he's a lefty starter. I don't think there's other than lefty. Oh, Zach Wheeler's a lefty starter. Okay.
Mm.
Oh no, that's bat. He throws. Okay, Zach Wheeler throws right. He bats left. That's right. I find it funny that they still have pitchers with their batting, with what they bat.
Yeah, that's
when everybody has the D.
Yeah.
I think they still have it because of guys like Ohtani. If you think about it, because there is going to be, and going forward, now I'll get to this in college. If college World Series is coming up, that's a big thing. These kids are two-way players.
Yeah,
it's not just in the video games. It's coming to reality that they're two-way players. They're pitchers and they're something else.
Yep.
Or
I watched both games and I did not see the third game. Who won out of the women's college softball? Was it Texas or Texas Tech?
It was Texas, I believe.
Yeah, because last time I checked, I think Texas was up like 5-0, and I was like, "Damn, them girls played their hearts out."
Yeah, let's see. It's am I gonna find it here? College sports. Here we go. College softball. Yeah, it's Texas. Texas won.
Okay.
Yeah, they won the championship. They won 2-1, and it was a barn burner with all three of them, all three games.
Yeah.
The men.
What was the score for the last one?
Let's see. Let me go back. Let's see. Let's go to this. Will that show me? 25 rankings. That's the rankings. Okay, no, that's not going to show me. Let me go back. One more. Get the right article. Drug cartel? That's weird. That was strange. That's an article on a drug story. Yeah, there was a drug cartel article in ESPN. What are we? What's going on? Let's see.
Yeah, that's insane. I can't get it either.
Wow. Yeah, I don't even have it on, but it must be as your stuff is. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. Never mind. Sorry, it's this stupid. I'm like, what am I hearing? It's ESPN.
Oh.
It's not giving me a score, which is frustrating. It just says they won. Yeah, not giving me a score.
Probably, yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Women's sports scores. Hold on.
Texas was whooping their, you know what?
Texas won 10-4.
See, there you go. It was
10-4.
Nothing when I was like, oh man, this one's over.
Okay. Anyway, apparently I was like, wow, they play 68 games. Wow, that's amazing. How do they play that many games in 1 year? Like, do they even go to school? If you're playing that many games in 3 months, that's almost every other day.
Oh my goodness, you should see my daughter's schedule. It's crazy.
Is it? Wow.
They do double headers too.
Do they really?
They'll do a double header and then have another game the next day. It's crazy.
Wow.
They do play a lot of baseball, a lot of softball.
See, this is why I told my son Aiden, I'm like, you got to be committed. Aiden wants to play baseball this year. At 10, going to be 11. He's going to be facing kids his age,
right,
with better skill level.
Right.
I'm like, you have to learn quickly. I'm like,
yes.
It's not going to be easy. I want this in his head. Like, if you want this, you have to want this. So, my other son Hunter, he's done this now for 4 years.
Okay.
All he has to do is the hitting part. Like, He can throw, he can catch, he probably can pitch as long as he's taught. Like
Right.
the kid wants to learn a curveball. I'm like, let's get the fastball over the plate first before we learn the curveball.
Yeah.
So he's got the gumption to do it.
Right.
So it's just a matter of we'll see what happens. But yeah, I trust me. This is why I'm paying attention to college softball. I'm paying attention to college baseball.
Oh yeah.
It's
not only that. Shouts out to the college softball girls, man. What's her name? The pitcher, Kennedy for Texas Tech. $1 million NIL deal.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. And we'll get to that. I'll that.
Huh? Got goosebumps. I got goosebumps.
We'll talk about that because there something happened this week that we could talk about that for a little bit. All right, so men's. Oh, I was going to get to the men's World Series. Let's see, college baseball.
Telling my daughter, I'm like, you see that? You see what she just got?
So Friday starts college baseball. At 2 p.m. on ESPN, it's Arizona against Coastal Carolina. And that Coastal Carolina team, oh my God, these damn ads. Coastal Carolina, they look pretty good. That's a pretty good team. Then you got Louisville against Oregon State again in the 7:00 game. Saturday, you got the underdog, which you might be rooting for, Murray State, who beat Duke 2 days ago or yesterday out of nowhere. Dude, I was on my 1-year anniversary date with my wife. Okay, we're in this place. It's an Italian place in Woodbridge, and TV's there. It was around 7:00. Game starts. All of a sudden, see a ball go right over the fence. I'm like, this kid just hit a home run right on first pitch. It's like, what the hell? I'm like, oh my God. And I looked at the team. I'm thinking it's Duke. I'm like, no. Oh, I said they pitched it. Oh my God.
Murray State.
I was like, Murray State, the basketball team. I'm like, okay.
I was going Murray State and Coastal for the series for the championship.
That will throw college for a loop if that happens.
It will.
My God. So yeah, Murray State against UCLA, and then probably the best game at 7:00. LSU, Arkansas. So they're a double elimination. All this is double elimination.
Forgot. LSU is pretty damn good.
Yes, they are, and so is Arkansas. Arkansas is the number 1 team out of all these teams.
Yeah.
So it's almost unfair because it's 1 versus 2 to start.
Right.
So, but it's
LSU is 2, right?
Well, there's a 6th ranked team, but they're they're playing Arkansas who's the 3rd ranked. Everybody else who's ranked is UCLA's 15, Oregon State is 8, and Coastal Carolina is 13.
Damn.
So, yeah, LSU would technically be 2nd. It would be Arizona State would be 3rd with that 8th seed.
Right. So
remember, they're all seeded, and then they play everybody. And if you get knocked out, 1 and 2, 4 and 5 all got knocked out. So, that's saying something about college baseball.
Right.
So, and like I said, we'll talk a little bit about NIL. I got something to talk about that with.
Oh,
yeah. You know what I'm talking about. That the litigation.
Oh yeah.
So this came up. Have you heard this? I saw this on TMZ, and this is also now on ESPN. Patriots Stephon Diggs deflects personal boat video questions. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. The boat video with the females and him and
it wasn't the females. It was Cardi B.
Yeah, well, Cardi B and there was like 3 other girls.
And remember what he was doing? He was doing patty cake
on her booty.
On her booty, yes. I mean, the Bills. I mean, the Patriots. I almost said the Bills. Like I used to be with the Bills. The Patriots, and it's a good thing Belichick's not on this team.
Yeah.
Like between Belichick with his girlfriend and then Stephon Diggs with Cardi B, like it would be oh Lord. No, the only good thing is that the owner could do what he wants, and he'll never be the news.
The owner was in a prostitute ring, and he
exactly. Like he'll never be in the news. So
that's a prime example of money talk bullshit runs America.
yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And speaking of, I'll keep it the Patriots thing up. Congratulations! It's not really congratulations. It was almost inevitable. We all know Jim Irsay passed away, the owner of the Colts.
Yeah,
his daughters, his 3 daughters, now have control of the team. And hold on, let me Google it. I have it on my Google. I should have saved it. Yes, here we go. Jim Irsay daughters. So Carly Irsay Gordon will be the one who's actually in charge. She's the CEO and will have 34% of the team. Casey and Kaylin Irsay will have 33% each. Where did I see? Let's see. Maybe a little Colts.com. Let's see if they have it right. Colts announced an ownership transition. I'm accepting. Come on now. Okay, I accepted. Stop. These stupid cookies. I swear. Okay, go away. So, subscribe later. I'm not subscribing to the Colts. Indianapolis Colts today announced details of the transition of the team ownership of their late owner to his daughters. All 3 have served as Colts vice chair owner since 2012. With the transition, which was pursuant to long-standing plans set forth by Jim Irsay, the 3 owners will assume new role titles and effective immediately. So, as I said, Carly will become the owner and CEO. In this role, she will serve as the team's principal owner, but all 3 sisters will share in leadership duties for the club.
Nice.
Casey Foyt will become the owner and executive vice president. And Kaylin Jackson will become owner and chief brand officer and also the president of the Indianapolis Colts Foundation. So what's going to be now interesting, and there's now 3 women here. You got a woman owner still in Detroit. She's still alive, amazingly. There's isn't Kansas. Oh no, Kansas City's matriarch passed away. I think it's now on the Sun. But there's other women coming into power in not just football, but everywhere. But football is very glaring because it's an all men rough and tumble sport.
Yeah.
But these women, I mean, I could share.
I could see. What's her name? I could see Kate taking over for John.
Yeah, it's possible. Kate Mara, you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I could see that. All right, so let me
because she's, God forbid something happened to him, she's next in line anyway.
These are the women. Right here, she's the CEO.
Copy.
These 2 are the younger ones. I think she's the youngest. She's the one in the middle is going to probably be running the foundation. I mean, they're all very good-looking women. You know, none of them are, dare I say, bow wow. You know, you know, they're good-looking women who probably are very smart in football and are not to be messed with. Like the Colts over the next 2 years are going to be very interesting to watch. Now, what they do, how they draft, what free agents they pick up. I mean, hell, they have our old quarterback, Danny, whatever his name is, Daniel Jones. So let's see. I'm curious what these ladies do. So, all right, I'll remove that. We're back to that. So, does it go any further? No, just Jim passed on the 21st of this year. It just gives backgrounds on each person. If you want to learn more about the Colts owners, IndianapolisColts.com has all that information. Like these ladies, this is the first of many, in my opinion. So, also, prayers go out to Colorado's Deion Sanders dealing with unspecified illness. I did see within the hour
He's doing good.
he's doing better. When I was waiting for you, I saw that pop up. So so he's doing better. So thank God, Dion's doing good, and we'll deal with that. Let me stop the screen. There we go. That's the last thing we need is he's probably overrun. Like he's nonstop is what he is.
Right.
He's Jacob Fatu is what he is. All gas, no brakes.
Energizer Bunny just keep going and going and going.
Even the Energizer Bunny takes a commercial off once in a while. All right. So this was on my email. Let's see.
Free just gave up a homer.
Oh my God! It's 10-1. Wow.
Yeah.
That's it. That's crazy. It's 10-1 Yankees. Where did I see this?
10-2 now.
Oh, I don't. I really must be behind.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you. I keep forgetting. My bad. Ruining the game.
Oh, Tim Hill gave up a home run. Oh man. Oh no, it's Fried. Oh, Fried's still in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only the 6th inning. Okay. But now I saw this article. Now I can't find it. Oh wait, I think I know where it is. No, that's not it. Let me go back to ESPN.
Come on, Free. You only got 73 pitches. Why are you giving up back-to-back hits?
Oh, you know who it is? It's Jonathan India. That's what. I'd love to have that dude.
Oh man, he's a beast.
Yep.
So is Whit Jr.
Yep, exactly. All right, so I can't find the top article for that, but I do have. I do want to talk about this real quick. Don't forget, WNBA, the All-Star voting starts in 2 days. So there's a lot of good ones out there. Caitlin Clark probably won't be back for a while. So there's a whole bunch of others.
Brittany Stewart.
Let's see. Who do I got?
Ignescu.
I'll tell you who I got. And I'm 3-0 in a 6-man league. Holy cow! I'm kicking. You know what? Wow. These are my players who I got on the WNBA teams. Kelsey Plum from the LA.
Superstar.
Veronica Burton from Golden State. Brianna Stewart.
Superstar.
Angel Reese.
Not superstar.
She's got, let's see, what she got today? 10 rebounds and 15 points.
Oh, she came to play basketball tonight.
Yep. And they're winning. They're beating New York big time. Oh, wait, no. Wait.
I'm about to say Chicago's beating New York.
No, rewind.
New York is beating the Dogs.
Yes. Yeah, New York's beating Chicago 76-49.
I'm about to say, no way Chicago's beating New York.
But Angel Reese has 15 points and 10 rebounds. So okay. I got the right what is Chicago? Sky? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got Brianna Stewart's 18 points and 6 rebounds and 4 assists.
Yeah, see, there's a big difference.
Oh, and Brianna's got 2 blocks. Isn't Angel bigger than Brianna?
Yes.
Well, she's not. Okay, Angel's not the only forward I have. I have Kayla Thornton from Golden State.
Okay.
I got Tina Charles, one of the top 2 centers.
She's good.
Yep. Jackie Young from Vegas. I got Azora Stevens from LA, and Gabby Williams.
Gabby's good too.
She's giving me a lot of points.
Yeah, I like Gabby.
I'm 3-0 in my. Let me tell you my scores. This is insane. I'm kicking butt in WNBA. I can't do anything in fantasy baseball.
Shouts out to Chad for knowing his WNBA. Yeah.
First week, I won 1,002 to 928.
Damn.
Yep. Second week, 631 to 547.
Okay, that was close.
And right now, I'm sorry, last week, 341 to 56. Total
Jeez.
50. That person's 0-3. I know now. I know why. And right now, I'm beating my person who's 2-1, 187 to 36.
Oh my goodness! And it's not even over yet.
No, we got 3 days left.
Oh man!
And if I'm correct, aren't they doing some type of in like the NBA, like an in-person
tournament? Yep.
Yeah, in person in team tournament. Yeah, in league tournament. That's what I meant. So yeah, that was definitely. It's been a good WNBA season for me with this. I might do one next year with a bunch of people. See, I'll get you in it. See if you're interested.
I'm gonna do one. I'm definitely gonna do one next year.
Yeah.
Yo, Jazz Chisholm is an asshole.
Oh no! What'd he do?
He just stole the damn ball from Volpe and then threw it to first, and
I must
didn't even make the play. Didn't even happen yet.
Okay, so let's go to this. Death of the NCAA. Okay. How the spoils of the NCAA settlement will be divided. After landmark settlement, here's what's next for the NCAA athlete pay. So this was an article from Dan Wetzel. Try to get to the heart of it. So a federal judge, Claudia Wilkin, in California, approved a settlement Friday between the NCAA and athlete plaintiffs that established a revenue-sharing system that allows athletic departments to pay out about $20.5 million directly to their players. The agreement lasts 10 years, and the money is expected to increase annually. So my thoughts on this is that I got an issue with oh, no, now I see what Jazz did. I got an issue with the bigger schools have to deal with where they're divvying their money because, the small schools will be able to divvy it better.
Right.
So not that I want everybody to be the same, which I kind of do, but I don't because the big teams should still be the big teams. You want to beat the Notre Dames, you want to beat the Alabamas, but I want to beat them if they can't. They can't pay their money,
Right.
Or they put all the money into one, like Alabama is theorized to put it into everything into football. What's the other Notre Dame? Notre Dame's a curious one. I'm waiting to see what they do because that's a Catholic school. They're an independent school. What will they do with this athlete pay? What have they done already? I don't know. But it's truly an interesting dichotomy of what they want to do and how they're going to do it. And this is actually good for me and you to learn about because of both of our kids possibly going into something like this. I think a lot of people we know with kids that might be athletes. And I implore the Bloomsburg baseball team. Yeah, there are a couple good kids on that team that would be good to learn what this is about. Like this one kid, I think his last name is Stutzman. He's literally the stud of the team. He looked like when my kids graduated. He looked like the stud walking on stage.
Yeah.
So it's kids like that they're going into this that they're gonna not be new. It's gonna be the norm to be the guy to get the money. Not just the scholarship anymore. It's now getting money because for all intents and purposes, your likeness is now going to be used for video games, for likenesses, for and here's the funny thing. This was always going on with colleges that and their pamphlets and their flyers and their commercials.
That's why they have the boosters.
Yep. Now
the college boosters can do this legally.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And now it's going to be that's where it's going to be the fight. Some boosters are more prominent than others. They
Some
make more
boosters have
money
more
than
money than others. Yeah, yeah.
that's just it. So it's going to be interesting to see. And I'll say this: expect Rutgers and Syracuse to go up for one reason and
Oh,
one reason only. There's a lot of money in this area.
oh yeah.
So I mean, I know there's enough Rutgers alumni that probably would try
Yeah,
to supplement money for the football team to get
yeah.
them better. You're in the Big East or not Big East. I wish they were in the
ACC.
Big East. No, they're in the Big 10, Big 12. Sorry, they're Big 12. Or no, they're
Oh,
Big
you
10.
sure?
They're in the
You
Big
sure?
10 with 18 teams. The Big 12's in the South. They're in the Big 10. But they're playing teams like UCLA and USC. Besides Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan, and everybody else in between.
Right.
So now Syracuse, they're in the Big East, but that Duke's getting better, right? Isn't Duke in your league?
Syracuse is in the ACC.
Oh, they're in the ACC. Okay, so
Duke, Clemson, North Carolina. Oh, we got to play Belichick this year. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Well, I actually want to go to that game. I hope it's a home game. I want to go to that game.
That'd be good for you if it's a home game. Yeah, let's hope his girlfriend's not the offensive coordinator.
I see him get on the podium earlier, and he's like, "No, guys, my girlfriend has nothing to do with the football operations."
Is that what he said?
Say that with a straight face, Bill.
Say that with her in the room. See what she says. So yeah, this is going to be challenging.
Bro.
So in this article they even talk about for generations, it has all been one sport for Alabama. So to fund those teams, Alabama must, like most places, saw only football earn $26.4 million, basketball $5 million, delivered a profit of in fiscal. So that's the profit that they earned last year. 26 for the football team, almost $6 million for the basketball, according to public records. Everyone else lost, sometimes millions. Women's basketball, for example, lost $4.2 million. That's crazy. But Alabama's women's basketball is not good comparatively.
No, it's not. Hasn't been.
And figure baseball, Crimson Tide, their baseball team might be on the up and up. Mississippi's always been good. The SEC is going to be good in baseball. They just got to find it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. SEC has always been good at baseball, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. We keep hitting.
I think Florida won last year.
Yep. They did. So, I mean, here's another one. Ohio State. Yeah. See, this is what I was talking about before with how do you divvy up the money? Ohio State has fields 33 varsity teams. So how do you divvy up $20.65 whatever $1 million it is between 33 varsity teams? You don't like that. I mean, 33.
They got to be putting in their own money though.
There's got to be a way that the boosters are adding to that. Like you said, the boosters have
no
to
way. Mm-hmm. There's incentives and there's a way that they're breaking that up that everybody eats.
There's going to have to be. But, I mean, does Ohio State have volleyball? Probably not. But
probably. I think all the colleges do.
I mean, 33 varsity teams. That's almost every sport, you'd think, right? I'm sure table tennis is in that probably.
Jesus. Badminton.
See, bowling should be in there, but I'm not sure Ohio State
should be in there.
Yeah, so I'm not sure they're going to pay the bowlers, but I know
Parker pay the bowlers over the water poloers.
Yeah,
nothing against water polo. I'm just saying. I'm not paying nobody to go watch people play water polo. I'm just.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking Parker Bones' kid would be interesting he's Parker Bones' kid. Is it Jordan? What's his name?
I'm almost kind of mad they took the PBA. They took the PBA championship off of ESPN. I haven't seen it.
It's on Fox, man.
Oh, they put it on Fox now?
It's been on Fox every week.
That goes to show you when the last time I watched bowling.
But here's the thing. I learned this the hard way. It's hard to talk about bowling because you don't have an audience. Now, we do have an audience. We range from anywhere from 12 to 35 views a week. Okay. I knew a guy, and I don't think he watches, and I don't care if he does because he has to agree with me. They didn't do very well talking about bowling.
Yeah.
You have to know the sport to watch it. Right. And then you have to know the topics they're talking about. If you don't, I turned it off after 20 minutes. Like I know a lot. I know a lot about bowling, maybe not as much as them, and that they went over my head. Like I had to stop watching. Like it was bad. So that's something I learned. Don't talk above somebody or anybody for that matter, so they understand.
Right.
I don't want to say ubiquitous and have somebody have to Google the damn name, or the damn word. What is ubiquitous? Oh my God, So anyway, bowling. That should be an Olympic sport. And when we talk about the Olympics, I'll get into that. That should be an Olympic sport.
Break dances and they had break dancing. What?
I gave it a shot last year. I did. I gave it a shot, or whenever it was, like 2 years ago. I think it was a winter sport too. I gave it a shot. I can't watch more than 3 break dancers. I just can't do it.
I can't watch any of it.
No. The fact that there's leagues out there and that there's moves, and I'm like, okay, it's interesting. And then I'm like, I'm starting to fall asleep. I'm like, I haven't had that much caffeine. I'm like, this isn't good.
So dreadfully boring.
Yes.
Actually, I think I'd rather watch water polo
than breakdancing. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
All right.
If I want to watch real breakdancing moving, I just put on an old movie or something like that.
Step it up.
Yeah, step it up. Breaks.
What was the college movie that? Let me take this down. What was the college movie that? Stomp the Yard.
Stomp the Yard. Save the Last Stand.
No, see, like Stomp the Yard is one of my favorites, and not only that, it's one of my favorite albums, like of a movie. Like, there's so many good songs on that album.
Yeah,
and I might be the only white guy that says that, but. But I grew up around rap. I grew up around metal. Like that's when I was so excited when I heard Jay-Z and Linkin Park. That's why I was excited when I heard Public Enemy with Anthrax. Like
with Anthrax, that was good. Yeah,
those are some good songs. That the other one, which is a great one, Judgment Day, the movie.
Yeah.
The album is a mix of rap groups and metal groups doing songs together. Every single song is like Onyx is with this person, House of Pain is with this person, Cypress so with like it's a great album.
A great movie too. That was a really good movie.
Yeah, I didn't see the movie. I just know the album. Like that's a great album.
Garrett, you love the album? Go watch the movie. You'll love the album even more.
I'm gonna have to find out what streaming services it's on because I know my wife's not gonna want to watch it.
It's probably on Prime. It's normally on Prime, or you can find it on FanDuel. FanDuel.
I'm not paying for it when I'm already paying for 5 streaming services.
yeah, I feel you there.
Oh my God, Angel Reese picked up a flagrant foul. Oh my God.
What else is new?
She's killing me. But she gives me points. It's hard not to have her.
Right.
Oh my goodness. All right. Let me hit. Where was I at? This one. Okay. So I'm not here usually to promote other people, but I thought this was an interesting tidbit about Major League Baseball. So if you know John Boy Media, they're getting a big investment from Major League Baseball. Mm-hmm. John Boy will now get to access league and team IP, merchandise, sponsorships, so sponsorship collaborations, and having a presence on all of its content on MLB. So now, from now on, MLB.com, MLB Network, you're going to see John Boy at some point, or people from John Boy Media. It's going to be interesting to watch. Like, that's and I think Jim's talked about this in the past. Like that's the guy I kind of aspired to be. It'd be nice to do something like that.
Yeah.
You know, do it almost every day and get paid for it. That would be a great thing. We're not there yet, unfortunately.
Right.
I'd love to be, but you know,
We will be.
John. Yeah. I'm crossing my fingers, man. I just gotta get that right person.
Oh, wow. Bottom of the 10th, 4-4. Mets Nationals.
4-4. Oh boy, that's why I haven't heard my wife screaming anything yet. She's probably watching. Probably, I don't know. All right, so
Sox are beating the Astros right now, 4-1.
yeah, I'd rather the Sox lose. Only reason why is they're in our division.
Yeah.
I mean, the Astros can lose to everybody else. Like I'd be good with that, but I want Houston to beat the White Sox. And
I just like that. I just like the Astros losing, period.
Oh, De Los Santos is up. Okay. Did you, by the way, did you see who was in? Are you watching Yes right now or no?
Yeah.
Did you see the pregame?
No.
Did you? So you didn't see who's in studio with them?
I was
Oh, okay.
on my way home.
Yeah. So Dylan Betances is now part of Yes. Yes. Shocked the hell out of me. I had to show Beth. I said I didn't show Beth. I'm like, we got him. I said he's on Yes now. I said. She said that's Dylan. I said. She goes. He looks different. I said no. He's not wearing a hat. He's got a suit on.
Yeah.
Oh, Mets beat the Nationals 5-4.
Oh, they must have just hit one.
Yep. Oh, Beth will be happy. Okay. Now, still the best team in the NL, and actually now tied to be the best team in the whole league, all the league, because I think Detroit has 43 wins. So now they tied Detroit with 43 wins. All right, so let's go to this. I was talking about politics slightly. I'll talk about it again. Let me NJ primary. There we go. So today is primary day in New Jersey. When's New York's? Do you know?
No idea.
You don't know? No. I mean, I promote. I like to promote voting because that's a big thing for me. Like, you know, I've done it since I've been able to vote since 1994.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's definitely been a big thing. So it looks like, according to NBC News, and this is 2 hours ago, New Jersey's governor race is now set. Mikey Sherrill for the Democrat and Jack Ciattarelli won the primary for the Republicans. So that's going to be an interesting race. Mikey Sherrill's a Middlesex County politician, where I'm in now.
Yeah.
So she'll win the county. I have no doubt. Will she win the rest of the blue counties is the question. The major red county is Monmouth County, where I grew up. That's a very big red county, but our governor now is from there. He lives in Middletown or Red Bank, one or the other. I think it's actually Red Bank, but he's got a nice big little mansion in Red Bank. But now Mikey Sherrill, she's actually a former military officer as well. So I think she's been running on that platform, and a lot of military people have been voting for her as well.
When's your primary?
Our primary was today.
Oh, ours is the 24th.
June 24th?
Yeah.
Well, you don't have a governor race this year, do you?
It would be Cuomo and whoever he's running against.
Well, that's a mayoral race.
Cuomo's not
No, not gubernatorial. No, that's mayoral. Big names for sports people, I know. Gubernatorial and mayoral. Yeah, Cuomo's running for New York City mayor.
Yeah, yep. I see.
I'm not sure he'd be any better than Adams right now. So
Barrett and Ma'am Danny.
Oh, there's a lot of people.
Cuomo and Ma'am Danny is supposed to be.
Yeah, there's a lot of people running for mayor I'm curious what's going to happen on June 24th. But
yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yep. I mean, that's my politics talk. I think I already stated that what I am. I am a Democrat, but honestly, I'm a Democrat that votes my conscience. I'm not a Democrat that votes the woke left, as a lot of people like to say.
Yeah.
I do vote my conscience. I've always voted my conscience. I have certain things that are somewhat left, and then I have other things that are somewhat right.
Right.
I like to save money. And Democrats don't like to do that often. I know that. But we did have a Democrat.
You should be conservative.
Well, think
Doesn't
about
even
this.
make sense.
Think about this, and this is a fact. People can check this. The last president to have a surplus and not a deficit was President Bill Clinton. 2 years before he left office. But you know what he was going in around that same time? The Monica Lewinsky scandal. So
Shuts out the bill.
But the fact that he actually was going through all that's impressive. So
shuts out the bill for not having sexual relations with that woman.
Yes, but at least he doesn't sound like Robert Kennedy. Anyway.
That's a good one. Okay.
I still don't understand how Cheryl Hines is still married to him. I just don't understand. Okay. So that was our show for today. This next week, New York Sports Story episode 16.
We've been on for 2 hours?
Yeah, just about. Just about past 10 o'clock. Remember, we started a little late, so it is what it is.
Right.
So I had a lot of stuff to talk about. There was a lot. New York Sports Story episode 16 will be Monday, June 16th, 2025. The last show for 6 weeks, unless we do one more for the NBA. So we will come back better than ever on Monday, July 28th, around 7 or 8. It really depends on your schedule with your daughter with softball. I wouldn't mind going back to 7 if we could. What's that?
Cure cancer.
Ah, yes, cure cancer. Absolutely. I back that 110%. Lost a couple people with cancer, so yeah.
T-shirt I got from Make-A-Wish.
Nice.
My daughter just beat leukemia, so.
Oh, did she? Oh, that's awesome. I did not know that. Wow, very nice. So yeah, we'll figure it out. 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock on Monday, July 28th. That's going to be 3 days before the baseball trade deadline.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna have off-season NFL starting. What else? Oh yeah, Olympics. We talked about that.
Olympics, yeah.
That's gonna happen. So that will be discussed.
WNBA All-Stars.
Well, that's next week. So we'll be talking about that. We might get into the WNBA finals around that point too. As if I don't know the schedule as well, but that.
They got a lot of games left.
Yeah, WNBA. We won't be talking much men's basketball or men's hockey because there won't be really in other than off season. If there's some off season moves, that we'll talk about that. And then also, what we will probably talk about a little bit too is college football, because that's going to be starting up. That's what I had before, the 2026 quarterbacks. I'm going to find that article and print it out, so at least I have it this time. Those are interesting that we'll talk about maybe next week. But, those are some interesting, including Manning and Aller from Penn State. So those are two of a bunch of different quarterbacks. So all that, and then whatever else happens next week, we will have next week at 8 o'clock. I'm assuming your daughter's playing softball again next week, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Monday?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so it'll probably be 8:05. We'll see. We'll figure out what happens. No Tampa tonight again. He must have fell asleep when he got home. That's okay. The man works hard. He's a DJ. On weekends, he works 40 hours plus at Carey. I get it, but he's also a big sports guy. So I know he wants to talk sports. So, All right, that was episode 15. Our Truth, thank God, is back, and he's now Ron Killings. We appreciate him. I definitely
Ronald Killing.
52 years old. If you don't know Ron Killings, start watching Raw. He's on there. See what a 52-year-old man can do in wrestling who's been wrestling over 20 years.
Ain't John Cena about 50?
Let's Google. Let's see. I think he's my age.
Give it 49, 48.
Let's see. John Cena. 48. He's younger than me by 6 months, maybe 7.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. April 23rd, 1977 is his birthday.
Okay.
And
nice.
And he is married to a Sharia. Wow, that's a name.
Shay.
Yeah, Shay. That's he's been married to her since 2020.
Nice.
And he was married to somebody for 3 years in 2009 to 2012. But the one thing he doesn't have, because of everything, he doesn't have kids. So he's only, if anything, he's paying alimony. He's not paying anything else.
Right.
No child support. Like that. I think that's more than anything else is why he doesn't want kids.
Right.
I mean, 6'1", 251. It's about my weight, but I'm also 4 inches shorter.
It's like Aaron Rodgers. I don't see Aaron Rodgers having kids either.
Yeah, that's a bit of a surprise.
Maybe when he's probably the only quarterback in the history of quarterbacks with no damn kids.
You're right.
The only other quarterback I could possibly think of that I don't see having kids is Jay Cutler.
Yeah, right. You're right. Yeah, his wife is an engineer. That's interesting. And okay, this is interesting. I did not realize. I'm looking at her, and the last name I should have thought of something. She's Iranian.
Sharia. How did that work, John? What's wrong with you, John?
She's pretty. I mean, if you like darker haired women, she's pretty. Like I know a lot of guys who are blonde. Like love blondes, but she's not.
So he's got a white girl named Shay that's Iranian.
Yep. Let's see. Let me go back. Let me see if I can find the other woman he was with. Let's see. Elizabeth Hibberdow. Oh. Wait a minute. Is that her real name?
The Shay girl?
No, Elizabeth Hibberdow. You know who she is? That's Nikki Bella.
Oh, wow.
I'm looking. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, so she divorced him way back then.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm almost positive that's Nikki Bella, but it's not saying it's Nikki Bella. Oh wait. No, it says Nikki Bella's trending. So that's not Nikki. Why does that is weird? Why does she look like Nikki? Damn. When he divorced his wife, he went to Nikki? That is strange. They were okay. Why did John Cena dump Nikki? Let's see. Broke up in 2018 after being together for 6 years and engaged for a year. The primary reason for the breakup was differing views on marriage and family. She wanted a kid. He did not.
Right.
I remember that vividly. That's right. Her name is Stephanie Nicole Garcia Colas. Yes. So she came back. You know, her sister is married. Let's see. Her sister Bree is married to Bryan Danielson. You remember Bryan Danielson? Or in WWE terms, Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan,
yeah. So
I would have never put that together.
Yep. Yeah, he's Bryan Danielson, and I think he's in AEW now, so that's why. Yes, Bryan Danielson. All right, I think that's it, and I think my wife is watching, waiting for me to get off. So let's one comment. Do you know what time it is? Yes, I do. All right. So
it's right on time.
yeah. All right. We'll see everybody next Monday at 8 o'clock. Peace
Ladies and
out.
gentlemen, peace.